Well, I was just saying that I've had this great epiphany as a homeschooler, and that is that it's very difficult to acquire new old friends, and we feel like that you're an old friend of ours there, Justin. Your family, your church, you guys have been so good to us, and it's always a joy to catch up. Just to
Let me tell you why you guys are next level, because most people don't know. They see the For King and Country on the stage and the lights, and they see all that. But what has made you very unique as well is your family component, but that you include us in that family. You send us a Christmas gift every year. You guys are like out of control. That for how many of your years since we've met, I always look forward to it. And
well,
I think, man,
well, here's the deal. Who doesn't like getting a Christmas gift?
see,
Right?
but I'm going,
well, it's fun.
who does that though?
Hey, man, we're just trying to take scripture for what it says, which is it's more fun to give than to receive. And you know what's funny? I truly believe that. Like when you mentioned that, I'm like, oh, how fun! Did you like it? Are you using the?
Yes, it's all. Dude, you're always just. It's just always funny to me because when we first met, and you guys were just starting out. You remember you're cutting through, and we were like, hey, you're welcome to come here. And I said, you got to do an interview though, because our people don't know Christian music very much. Yeah. And you guys were like, absolutely. And then believe I'm correct when I say this. The first time you played, your dad came in, old Smallbone came in. He goes, we sold everything we had in the lobby, everything y'all brought, because people relate to you guys so much in your story and your heart. And we were connected at that point forever because you guys have been a gift to us. And I'm very, very thankful for that friendship as well. It's been awesome.
Well, man, I need to do this. It's Monday, right? I need to do this every Monday morning just to feel better about life, to take.
Hey, well, you guys are doing it. You guys are doing it. All right. So, hey, speaking of relate, my favorite song on the album so far, again, when's it come out? Let's talk the album. That's what I'm here to do is talk about the new album.
Well, the album comes out March 11th, and Relate is the first single.
I love it, man. It's so good.
Album. Well, I'm glad. We'll send you some money later for saying that. Thank you.
No, it really is what I love about it. And again, it's on K-Love and, everywhere else. I mean, it's awesome. But I love the little technical, little bump to it. It's got a little energy to it. I'm like, that's what I've been pushing for you guys, because you guys are the epitome of energy when it comes to your show and your songs. And so I was like, this is a home run. Relate is absolutely a home run single. It's awesome.
You're very kind. Well, that song is special to us because obviously we've had a unique, as you've had it a lot worse than we have, but everybody's had a unique. Yes. I'm just rounding up at this point and saying 2 years, right?
Yes, it's true.
And one of the things that I realized that was just heartbreaking about all of this is the divisions that we have and the lines that we've drawn became a little bit more severe. And look, I'm not going to say that there's no reason for this or you shouldn't be that. I'm not going to get into all of that.
Sure.
What I will get into is there was some statements that are said on Facebook, and there's statements that are said on Instagram. There's statements said in life that are really that are coming from both sides. A lot of hurt, or the ones that have been hurt. And the question that I wanted to ask was, why can't we have a little bit more compassion for each other?
Yes.
Why can't we just have a little bit more empathy? Yep. Because what I realized is, and this is maybe a terribly analogy, and maybe it's because I'm a father, is that when you take when a 3-year-old boy or girl comes up to you and they lost that toy, their favorite toy, it's that Lammy or that Lovey, whatever it is, that thing that they love so much, and they come to you and it's never coming back. It's been destroyed for whatever reason. When you look into their eyes, you see such deep hurt.
Yeah.
And for us as parents, the temptation is for us to go, oh, wow, it's okay. I mean, we'll just go get you another one. And that doesn't work. No, but I miss Lovey. I miss whatever it is. And what hit me is, well, I've been hurt like that before.
Yeah.
It may not be over a Lovey, but I've been hurt like that before.
Sure.
And so most of life is like that. If we could just look at our life going, that person said that very, very vicious thing because you know what, they're probably wounded. It makes me go, how dare they say that? And it makes me go, oh, you know what, they're hurt.
Yeah.
What do you do when you're hurt? You usually hurt somebody else when you're hurt. And so that song is built around that idea of what does it mean to have compassion and empathy for another.
Well, you guys, when I heard the song, I mean, obviously the first time I'm like, this is why I love For King and Country, is because your heart really is to help those that are trying to navigate some pretty uncertain times and a lot of struggle and a lot of difficulty. And in that process, lift them up through music. And for us, when we hear it, when I turn it on, that's what you guys do. You guys know how to do that so well. And what I've been doing in this little series, the reason I wanted to zoom in with you is because we have a long relationship. It's been a long time. We've been having some fun. But then I saw the Jesus Music documentary. Yep. And the whole part where Josh comes on and he begins to just talk about Striper and the connection between the show. And I'm like, yes.
See, you're like, these really are my people.
Yes, this is because this is the thing is Christian music sometimes it's not relatable. Sometimes it can come across where it seems distant, where I appreciate the honesty. And you've always been in y'all songs and your writing. And I saw Bono. This is interesting. I'll try to send you this link later. Bono from U2 said, and he was being interviewed by Fuller Theological Seminary. Yep. And he came out and he said the key to great art is brutal honesty. Yep, if you look in the Psalms, David was brutally honest about where he was in his life. And sometimes in the Christian side of things, it's not trying to be ugly or, minimize what somebody's doing. We're all trying to navigate that and figure that out. But where I think you guys have really hit the niche is that it's a brutal, honest approach to telling a story or asking, can you relate to the way I feel? We are more of the same. We are more alike. There's so many different songs we've gone through on that, but that's why I'm excited about the album coming out. And talk to me a little bit about the brutal honesty. I mean, I'm going through all your health crisis. That's one thing we connected with you when you guys came in. You've gone through a lot of stuff, and I appreciate you sharing all of that,
Yeah, look, I mean, my life got complicated when I started music. That's when I got sick. We've walked through. I nearly lost my son at one point when he was young. There's been a lot of different things, and I got to a point where I one day, probably in my own spiritual immaturity, started kind of shaking my fist at God, and I said, God, why do these things keep happening to me? Mm-hmm. Two things I learned through that process was that God can handle your angry prayers.
Yes.
God can handle your disappointed prayers. God can handle however you want to pray. He's going to handle it. Right.
Yeah, he can.
And so that was one thing I learned. And the other thing I felt God very, very clearly say to me was like, don't you see it, Luke? And I'm like, what? And he's like, when you tell these stories and you're honest, these stories reflect the goodness of my love for you, for other people, and my faithfulness. So you don't even need to be a good storyteller. Just tell the stories.
Yeah.
And that was the thing that changed a lot for me is, man, you have those people that make the comment, man, my life is wide open. I'm an open book. And not everybody actually is. But, and even if I write a song that is as honest as I can make it, you're still not 100% probably fully honest. Right. But what I've realized is the attempt to be authentic, the attempt to be honest produces something in my soul. And that's what I hope it produces in somebody else's is that it's relatable, that it's real. Man, I don't have this thing figured out. I'm raising 4 kids. My oldest is 9 and I've got down to 1. I haven't got marriage figured out. I haven't got these things figured out, but what I can do is share with you a little bit about maybe some of the things that I've learned and the mistakes that I've made.
Yeah.
And that makes somebody, when you connect with somebody through a song, it makes you feel less lonely. And when you feel less lonely, you feel more connected to people, but you also feel more connected to God.
Yep. Man, that's what I love about you, man. And that's why I'm excited for the album. I'm excited for what you guys have put most people don't know what goes into making an album. You guys have been working on this for a while. And you've put a lot of heart and soul into it. So I'm excited about that. But then I'm also a little bit bitter because I'm looking at this concert tour schedule. And the closest I see is Mississippi. We got to work on that, baby. Come on.
Well, I heard that you like Mississippi. So we'll come over to Mississippi.
Yeah. Hey, we love Mississippi. It's our neighbor. But it's still, I don't know, 3.5 hours away. I'm it's been too long.
How much do you love us?
Yeah. Hey, I love you a lot. I tried to bring you in during the pandemic. Remember, you were doing parking lot tours, and we were like, let's try to make it happen. And something happened on y'all's end because I understand that was complicated. You talk about complicated.
That's right.
But what I admired about you guys, you were always out there trying to help, serve, love, give. And that's what makes you unique. So I'm going to try to work it out. I need you in Louisiana.
Let's go. Well, basically, you know what? It'll be interesting to know, because if you're not there 3.5 hours away, I'll go, I guess that the love and the old friendship that we have wasn't worth quite 3.5 hours.
Yeah, well, I may have to make it happen then. That's for sure.
I'm messing.
Hey, listen, man, just tell everybody I love them. Please give your dad, your mom, everybody good. Family's all good.
We're good. Yeah, I mean, look, families as complicated as ever, but I still love them. But no, we're good. And
then you got Rebecca. She out there still doing some stuff too.
You know what? She's just in the other room. Actually, I'm doing a little bit of work with her today. So yeah, we're all doing good, man. Look, there's a lot of things to complain about in life. Yeah. But there's also a lot of things to rejoice about. And look, I think we all have to wake up every day and make a choice.
Yep.
And man, I sit here as a man very humbled that I get to do what I do, get to chat with people like yourself, and I'm really thankful. And it's a good day. Other than I can't figure out why my computer keeps making these buzzing noises, and I don't know how to turn them.
Hey, listen, we're keeping it real over here, bro. This is brutally honest. You don't have to worry about that. I'm just thankful for your time. I'm thankful for what you guys are doing. Just know you got some fans in Louisiana. Simple Church loves you. We are forever connected to you guys, and whatever we can do to help love on you guys or support you, you know, we got your back. That's why I want to talk about the album and try to get people pumped up, man. See if we can make them go out there and buy that album and get these songs going in their life, because it helps them the way it's helped me. And I'm very grateful for you guys. I love you, man.
All right, man. I appreciate you.
All right.
You guys tell everybody there. We said hello.
I'll do it.
How old are your kids now?
Man, you ain't gonna believe this. 20, 19, and 15.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they're grown, man. Matter of fact, my baby, 15, Emma, she will be getting her driver's license this week and driving. So you talking about prayer. Can you relate? Holy cow.
I can't relate yet, but I'm probably, well, it's coming soon. That's what's crazy. And you hear all these people say it flies by. And I really would love for it in some cases to slow down, and other days probably speed up. But it is crazy. I got a 9-year-old. Times that by 2, he's 18.
Oh, and it goes by when they get in school age and they start rolling. It's just clicking by, man. That's why I enjoy it. Enjoy every moment. It's precious. It's a gift for sure.
Yep. I appreciate you.
All right, dude. I love you, man. Thanks for taking time today to do this. I know you're busy, man. Holler if I can help you in any way.
We'll do it. Thank you, man.
All right, buddy.
Bye.
Bye.